This is the KRUI News at Noon, brought to you in part by the Daily Iowan. This is KRUI, Iowa City.
It is noon in Iowa City. The temperature is 65 degrees, and for KRUI, this is the latest news with Nikki and Mason Clark. Here are the headlines for this Tuesday morning. Coral Ridge Mall shooter found guilty of first-degree murder. The Iowa House rejects the medical cannabis proposal, and North Carolina makes national news in more than one way.
Alexander Kozak, age 29, has been convicted of first-degree murder in the shooting of Andrea Farrington. Last June, Kozak shot Farrington 3 times in the back while at the Coral Ridge Mall. The two worked together there and had an extensive texting relationship. The first-degree murder charge carries a mandatory sentence of life in prison without parole, and Kozak's official sentencing will be June 6th in Iowa City.
Late last night, the Iowa House defeated a proposal by the House of Republicans that would have expanded Iowa's medical cannabis oil laws. Currently, Iowa law allows those with epilepsy to use cannabis oil, but does not provide a lawful way for them to obtain it. The proposal would have allowed Iowans to obtain the oil in other states and then bring it back over the Iowa borders. The Republican proposal would have expanded the list of conditions to cancer, AIDS, Crohn's disease, and many other illnesses.
More than 50 protesters in North Carolina were arrested last night as they were opposing their recent state law requiring folks to use the bathroom that aligns with the sex on their birth certificate. Protests began in the light of day yesterday, with several hundred people vocally criticizing the bathroom bill. Many protesters called it a day before getting into legal trouble, but a handful stuck around too long for the liking of authorities. 18 were arrested for entering House Speaker Tim Moore's office, and another 36 were arrested for sitting outside Moore's office after the legislative building closed for the night. All 54 will be charged with second-degree trespassing. The University of North Carolina football and men's basketball programs have reason to rejoice. 8 months ago, the NCAA came down on UNC athletics for demonstrating a lack of institutional control over student athletes. Yesterday, the NCAA amended the allegations, freeing the football and men's basketball programs of all accusations.
Well, Mason, one of our very own Hawkeyes made her way into the NCAA news by being selected for the NCAA Regional Golf Competition. Iowa senior Amy M. was selected for the NCAA Regionals after she earned a spot in the All-Big Ten Championship team. Regional competitions will take place May 5th to 7th.
And the UI's theater department also made a big announcement yesterday. Hancher Auditorium is bringing iconic acts to its stage this fall to launch the auditorium's first year. The 2016-17 lineup will include performances by comedian Steve Martin, world-renowned cellist Yo-Yo Ma, and the award-winning musical The Book of Mormon. Ringing in the new year, Hancher will also host new Broadway productions of The Sound of Music and Mamma Mia.
Iowa City schools have placed new residential boundaries for school attendance. With 2 new elementary schools set to open in 2019 and current issues with boundaries, the district wanted a realignment. The new school zones will place more children within walking distance of their respective schools. The new scenarios reportedly meet the hopes of more than 90% of the residents involved.
And UI residents may have seen boycott flyers around campus this morning. The flyers call for students to boycott the planning forums that began yesterday that cover a 5-year strategic plan to prioritize the wants and needs of those at Iowa. The group, Iowans Defending Our Universities, wanted to spread the message that the timing of these forums, which ask for student participants, is disrespectful to the needs of students at the end of a semester. Despite this, the first 2 of 7 meetings took place yesterday, and they are set to complete on June 30th.
A familiar group of 60 Iowa National Guard members will be sent off for deployment on May 8th for a 1-year stint in Afghanistan. The 185th Combat Sustainment Support Battalion was deployed for a year at a time in 2003 and 2010, and they provided support in Louisiana after Hurricane Gustavo.
And that's all today for us. Right now, the temperature in Iowa City is 65 degrees. It will be mostly cloudy the rest of the day, leading into a nearly 100% chance for rain tomorrow. For KRUI News, I'm Mason Clark.
And I'm Nikki. Have a great day, Iowa City.